It's all of me. Make it all about devotion. You say it like you wanna be.
Hello guys, Rami X back for another video. In today's video, as the title suggests, is What is Naruto Ketsuryagan Part 2, and this is also a very beloved series on my channel at the moment, so you're going to have to get 125 likes to get a new part. And please like, share, comment, check out my Discord server down below, and subscribe, as my goal is to get 1,000 subscribers before March, and 10,000 by the end of the year, which is a pretty long shot, 10,000 at that. And so yeah, and we basically left off with Naruto arriving at the scene of Orochimaru versus Sasuke and Sakura, and we can now get into it. Naruto would then arrive with Sakura and Sasuke at his side, as he would then ask what they will do in their plan, as Sakura then said that she'll have to be a decoy, as she's the weakest out of all of them, as Naruto immediately recognized Orochimaru being one of the Sani. As she then jumped in front of Naruto and Sasuke, as Orochimaru rushed at her with the kunai, jumping in the way, allowing Naruto and Sasuke to use two jutsu on him: water style, water dragon jutsu, and fire style, great Uchiha style jutsu. At Orochimaru, and by extension Sakura as well, damaging them both heavily, but more Orochimaru, as that was where the attack was aimed. As Sasuke then unsheathed his sword, conducting electricity through it, and launching at Orochimaru. As Sakura then got off of Orochimaru at the last moment, driving his blade right through Orochimaru, conducting with the conducted electricity, allowing him to be basically electrocuted. Also, don't forget to subscribe! Anyhow, as Naruto then said, water style, water mystic landscape, as the area turned from trees to a puddle, as Naruto then casted the hand signs for the blood dragon ascension jutsu, launching it at Orochimaru, who couldn't move, as he then looked at Sasuke, releasing some bloodlust, as Sasuke got a bit scared, as well as Naruto from the extension of bloodlust, as Naruto then looked at Sasuke, nodding, as Naruto then gathered chakra up in his eye, as a trickle of blood went down his face, activating his Ketsuryagan style, Genjutsu. Sync with me, Sasuke! Of course, Sharingan style, Genjutsu. Combination style, ultimate Genjutsu. As Orochimaru then fell unconscious, as they then grabbed an unconscious Orochimaru, running for the exit, encountering Kabuto, who stopped them. You have my master, give him up! As Naruto then activated his Ketsuryagan, putting Kabuto under a Genjutsu, as blood then flowed through his eye. Yet again, the eyes of the Chinoiki clan. Damn it. Those haven't been seen in years. As Kabuto then went unconscious. As they then ran even faster, as Naruto then got to the entrance of the exam, at the same time as Gaara, Kankuro, and Temari, the Sand siblings. As Naruto and Sasuke both activated their clan's dojutsu, feeling an immense presence known as Shukaku, but they weren't aware of this at the moment. As looking at Gaara with a menacing glare, as Gaara then looked at Naruto with one of his own, and then at Sasuke. What's your name, black-haired boy? Sasuke Uchiha. Why? That's all I wanted to know. What about me? You're nothing. You don't possess the eyes. But you do have a weird-looking dojutsu. May I ask what it is? It's called the Ketsuryagan. And don't ever speak to me like that, or I'll drive you right into the ground. As Naruto then started to get enraged, that somebody was looking down at him, something that he hates. Don't ever look down on me! You overlooked me the moment you... As he couldn't say it. As he knew what he was trying to say. He was trying to say Sasuke, but he couldn't. He couldn't say Sasuke. As Naruto then said, fine, just leave, Gaara. You know my name? Yeah, Gaara of the Red Sand, known for killing ninja, known for going on A-rank missions and without a scratch, only a Genin at that. Yeah, you're a legend, at least from my perspective. As he then thought to himself in envy, I wish that I was that popular or strong. You know something, Gaara? What? Never mind. As Naruto was going to say that he and Gaara are similar because he knew that Gaara had something within him, but he decided to hold back on it. As Gaara then walked away, looking back and turning around. Maybe you do possess the eyes, but probably not. Chuckling as his quiet chuckle then turned into a frantic laugh. Nobody can challenge my existence, even you, Uchiha Sasuke. Let's go, Kankuro Tamari. Yes, Gaara. As those guys were weird. As he then walked away with them, and technically body flickered. Those guys really shook me up. Yeah, I almost puked. Well, you didn't look like it, Naruto. You were yelling at them like you had something up your ass. What'd you just say to me, As he then caught his temper from a smack in the face from Sakura. As he then said, that Gaara guy, the redhead, he's kind of scary. Yeah, I agree. As they then hurried off with a slowly awakening Orochimaru to Lord Third's office, as he then said that he must kill him, shedding a tear, as Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke all looked at each other, nodding. It's okay, Lord Third. We'll kill him. We can see the grief in your face. He is your old student. Me, as the third Hokage, cannot show weakness in any sort. He went into the village and he is a rogue ninja. I must do what is necessary. No. We know what pain feels like, and he's your old student, so... I see. So, can we just kill him instead of you having to feel the pain of eliminating your old student? Fine, but do it quickly. He probably has... As he didn't want to say. It's kind of frightening them, but they just walked away anyways. Killing Orochimaru. As he then used Kimimara's curse mark to revive himself, taking over Kimimara's body, who willingly let himself be taken over, never defying Orochimaru and showing his loyalty towards the former Sannin. As Naruto would then start training in the 1-month training period after the preliminaries, as Sakura wins her fight over the exams, as Naruto would learn what he does in the original, but in less time, as he can Genjutsu the Nine Tails if he's unsubmissive, though Naruto hates resorting to that. And the Nine Tails realizes that Naruto isn't the problem, he is. And that Naruto only resorts to Genjutsu if him, the Kyuubi, is unwilling to basically give him chakra when he's in need. Unbeknownst to Naruto, Kirima takes a liking in the Chinoiki half-breed. As Naruto would then start working on the Rasengan, and I think he would actually master it here, unlike in the original, as he has 2 weeks of training time instead of 1 week like in the original or canon, as Sasuke would also complete early, already knowing lightning release, increasing his amount of Chidoris by 1, as he also does a lot of strength training so that Naruto doesn't leave him in the dust. And on the final day, or on the final 2 days before the exams, he fights Naruto very lightly, and they both do a light spar as not to injure themselves before the exams. As they then say goodbye to each other, knowing that they're about equivalent strength, but Sasuke still knows that Naruto's a bit stronger than him and needs to work on his strength just a bit more. As they would both then take off their weights and put them back on in the morning. As they would then wake up. Anyways, also I need to go over Sakura's training. So Sakura, I believe, is going to be training with Anko, as I believe that Kakashi could work out something, though Anko doesn't look like the one to take basically to have any students. I think Kakashi could do some persuading if you know what I'm saying. Then you know what I'm saying. The stuff people usually over 18 do. Anyways, and Sakura trains with Anko and learns Shadow Snake Hands, many hidden Shadow Snake Hands, summoning technique, able to summon a snake about the size of Orochimaru's in the Forest of Death, but it is very chakra taxing and basically leaves her with 20% of her chakra left. Twin Snake's mutual death technique, an ability that allows her to kill somebody for her own life at the same time, but she is able to kind of survive this with the little bit of healing like jutsu that she was able to learn from Anko that keeps her alive just enough for medical nin to save her. And it also increases her reserves by extension, putting them on the level of a 10-year-old Kakashi. As we will now start the real training exams, as I will be using a random generator for the matches. And first off is Lee versus Kankuro. Also, some of these matches I will not be covering as I see them as pretty interesting and unique, but I just can't cover them at the moment. Okay. So, Lee versus Kankuro, as he would immediately rush at Kankuro, pulling back a punch, as Kankuro would then throw out his puppet, blocking the attack, but in the process, damaging his puppet greatly. Kankuro, realizing this, would jump back and throw paper bombs with kunais attached to him, but it was of no avail, as he would then forfeit, as he knew that he didn't want to destroy his puppet before the attack on the leaf happened. And also, I'm going to have to say that the attack on the leaf is about an hour later than it is in canon, if you're wondering why something is going to happen later on. Anyways, and also one tuning exam matchup will be in part 3, if you're wondering, just because I don't want to stretch out this recording too long. Okay, as we now skip to Choji versus Gar, but before the fight, Lee would then curse himself for having to go up against such a loser like Kankuro, who would just give up and not try his hardest. But little does he know that Kankuro has a reason for what he did. So for this match, I'll try to make it as interesting as I can, as Gaara should just wipe the floor with Choji unless he resorts to the red pill, which he will not. Or even the chili pill, which he shouldn't. Gaara would immediately activate his sand as he slowly moved towards Choji, who then threw a flurry of punches, keeping it at bay. You think you can hold off my sand with a few punches? You're such a fool. Increasing the sand's strength, adding more chakra to it, making it more durable. As he then extended and basically expanded his fist with the Akamichi's clans, basically Kikagenkai, as he then slammed his fist into the sand, keeping it at bay yet again. I'm sick of this. You fool. Sand drizzle. As a flurry of sand flew at Choji, who blocked, damaging his hands and tearing his clothes and leaving a gash on his arms, and also making him de-expand his arms. As Choji then popped the green sour pill, in which he would use in tandem with the human boulder technique on Gaara, who easily dodged. Now, sand coffin, entrapping him as he then put out his hand, being stopped by 3 Jonin, not allowing him to kill him. And now Kiba versus Yorui. Kiba would immediately prepare Fang over Fang. Let's go, Akamaru! Fang over Fang! Slamming into Yorui's hands, bruising them, and then dislocating them, as Kiba then won, rendering Yorui's defenseless. And Kiba with barely any chakra, and Hinata versus Kin. Kin is an offensive opponent who's aggressive and uses needles, so Hinata wouldn't have a very hard time winning, just due to Kin being that type of fighter. But once she's hit with the gentle fist, it's over. But Hinata is still put into the same condition that she is in canon, as I do think Kin would do a lot of damage to her with her needles being a bit tricky. And now I'll just be saying who wins, as these matchups aren't too interesting, but they are very unique nevertheless. Shikamaru versus Tenten. Shikamaru wins. Sasuke versus Tamari. Sasuke wins. Neji versus Dosu. Neji wins. Ino versus Shino. Shino wins. No diff. Misumi versus Zaku. Zaku wins. And lastly, Naruto versus Sakura. And Sasuke. This is shown in Boruto being possible, and Sarada had a match beforehand, so if you're wondering, that's why I'm doing a 2v1, and that's also why I extended the time. I'll be covering this immediately in part 3, so I'll have to smash that, but before this, as Naruto would immediately jump down to the stage, as he heard Sakura and Sasuke's name be called, as for a second, time stopped. He didn't want to hurt his own teammates. Snapping out of it, as he thought to himself, let me ask the Kyuubi, entering his subconscious. Kyuubi, what do you think? I think that you shouldn't care about your emotions so much. Surpass the rank of Genin and get closer to your dream as Hokage. And wouldn't you think that she would view you, or they would view you, as looking down on them? If you hold back. Yeah, you're right, Kyuubi. I won't hold back, because I will become Hokage. As he then realized that he would have the most emotion-driven fight of his life, as he is fighting 2 people who he bonded with dearly. Anyhow, this was part 2, the What If Naruto, the Ketsuryagan, and the like goal for this video is going to be 125 likes. And please like, share, comment, check out my Discord server down below, and subscribe. My goal is to get 1,000 subscribers before March and 10,000 before the end of the year. And as always, Rami X. And I love you all. And as always, Rami X.